Hello, I'm Jaki Valensi-Lauper, and welcome to another exciting episode of Jaki's Buzz. This is the show that will give you the buzz on what's happening in the world of entertainment in New England and the tri-state areas. So hello all you buzzers out there. Very excited to welcome Brett Epstein as our guest today. Brett is a very talented actor, director, writer, and now stand-up comedian.
Hi, this is your crystal clear reporter, Crystal, from Jaki's Buzz, reporting from Brett Epstein's I'm Doing Stand-Up.
I'm here with the very talented Brett Epstein, a very talented director, writer, actor, and now stand-up comedian.
Now, I'm going to try to grab someone to see if they know something about Brett, so follow me. Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm Crystal. What's your name?
I'm Kate.
Kate.
Paul.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, do you know Brett?
I don't know him personally, but my daughter, who is a student at Providence College, was in one of his plays there, and that's where I got to see his work. He is fantastic.
After a wonderful, entertaining, packed house last night, heard wonderful things about it, doing a show called I'm Doing Stand-Up.
Crystal.
Charlotte.
Great show.
I'm feeling it. I really am.
Are you feeling a buzz?
I gotta tell you, I'm feeling a buzz. I just spoke to his sister. And she said he's been funny since they were small.
Thank you so much, first of all, for joining Jaki's Buzz.
You got it. I'm excited to hear.
Especially after the late night that you had.
Yep. Just got out about 3 hours ago.
Yes. But I heard it was a very successful show.
It was.
Crystal loved it, our reporter, and we heard it was just hilarious.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, it ran till midnight.
right till midnight.
Oh my goodness.
Right till midnight.
Okay, so tell me, this was your second production at High Lane. How was it? How was it different?
It was different. The first one was a play that I wrote and directed that you were in. Actually,
Suburbia. We love it.
Amazing performance.
Thank you.
And for this one, I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to start acting or doing something again. So I did a stand-up comedy show. Wow. A sort of one-man show, I call it, because there were some special guests, as you saw at the skits, but the stand-up was just me at the end of the show.
Okay, so I just have to ask this. Okay, director, actor, writer. Now, what made you branch into stand-up comedy?
Well, I wanted to do something at this point that I'd never done before, and I love comedy, but I've always done like sketch comedy or writing a comedy, like the play.
Right.
But I said, you know, I've never done just stand-up, which I think I have the personality for, and I never tried it, and I was kind of a little intimidated by it, but I go, you know what? It's time to do something different.
You are so brave.
Yeah,
you have a perfect personality for it, though. Perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
You know,
oh my gosh, it was amazing. So how did you go about developing, your stand-up routine? I
was like, all right, I'm going to do stand-up, and I would write down things that I found funny or interesting, and I had to weed out the stuff that kind of didn't fit in with the theme, which I noticed like 80% of my material was about like the jobs I've had post-graduation or things I learned in college. So I kept all that stuff and kind of weeded out the extra little jokes about stuff that didn't fit in with that theme, and developed the material about specifically my life post-grad.
I love that. You have just a talent of really writing realistic moments, really awkward moments, which are wonderful. And would you say your genre is kind of like dark comedy?
Definitely dark comedy,
yes.
Definitely, because I think that they're comedies, but also there's so much truth in comedy, so that makes it a little dark because it does hit into real life things, It
does. It does. And the awkward moments make it just fabulous.
That's what they're about, yeah.
And now, what are your inspirations show-wise? Is there shows that you watch that you get ideas or love or?
Yeah, I get inspiration, number one, from Family Guy.
Oh, that's a good show, yeah.
Their jokes just are so elongated and so out there, and it's edgy too, and that's what I really like about it. And besides that, I think shows like Weeds, Entourage, where I think they're realistic characters going through realistic things, but they're funny people who kind of bad things happen to. So that's what you can laugh, but it's also a little darker.
Right, exactly. And now, is there any comedians that kind of inspire you, or?
Not lately, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know. I used to like Ellen, but then she joined American Idol, and I think she's obnoxious now, so I don't know.
No.
Why do they have her on that show?
I loved her on her show.
On her show, yeah. Then she's on this, and I'm like, oh, Ellen.
Oh.
You should not be judging a music competition. But Jim Carrey and Will Ferrell, they'll always be in my hearts.
Yeah.
But, they've been around forever.
Yeah, that's true. And what would you say, okay, so you've done now acting, writing, directing, and stand-up comedy, and you're so young, and you've done all this. Would you say that you're going in one direction, or kind of?
That's tough. I feel like Am I going in one direction? I definitely have more of a passion, whether it be acting or stand-up, to be on stage than off stage. Just that's where I get the most drive and excitement from. I like writing and directing, but there's something about yourself on stage getting a reaction from an audience that just like blows my mind and really gives me the most excitement about being in this kind of environment.
That's so nice, and you can do both, which is really, really nice.
Thank you.
And Grandpa Died was a short film that you did that I hear got a lot of attention. Did it win an award or something?
Yes, it won in Providence. I wrote it in Providence my senior year of college, and I acted in it too, and we submitted it to the Providence Film Festival, and it came in second.
Wow.
So we won passage. So thank you. Yeah, we got to go to the Providence, the bigger like Providence Film Festival, because ours was at our school, and we got passes to go to like this big thing where they showed a bunch of movies from all different people, and it was fun. Yeah, it was good.
And you've been really getting a buzz around town. There was this recent article that was shown about you. That must have been exciting. Did they interview you for the article?
They did. Yeah, they interviewed me. It was good. He did. That was a really good article he did. It was a lot of details
too. Yeah.
about the show.
Yeah,
you know,
that was a really nice article.
That was good for people to see. You know, the week before.
Exactly. Now, are you from the area, or are you a native of Hamden, or?
Hamden. Yes, I lived my whole life in Hamden.
Oh, did you?
Until PC. So.
And that was Providence College. And did you enjoy going to that?
Loved it. I loved it. I learned a lot. As I talked about my stand-up, but
awesome.
It was good.
Believe it. I just spoke to 2 people at the high school. How are you this evening?
Good.
Great. So tell me, do you know Brett?
Yeah, I went to high school. So did I.
Excellent. Excellent. So you've been following him all along?
Yes.
Wonderful. So what part of the show are you looking forward to most tonight?
Well, I know nothing about it, so.
This sketch, probably.
So she told me I was going to like it.
His own jokes, usually. Same thing.
This guy is going to be hilarious, I know.
It's going to be a fantastic.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Brett, I have to ask you, because you're so funny. What were you like as a child? Were you like the funny child? Because you are so funny.
I think so. I think I was a funny child.
Were you?
Yeah. I think I always had a good sense of humor about me. I think that's what got me through a lot of days. You know, you have to be able to laugh about life, yourself, everything, because, you know, life's too short.
Exactly.
You can be too serious all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I could see you as the funny kid.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
And, okay, so you came off of a very successful stand-up comedy show, and before that, a very successful suburbia show.
Yeah.
And do you have any idea of what's next for you?
You know, I'm doing a small play. Do you know the Agatha Christie murder mystery? And then there were none. All right, they're doing that in Cheshire.
Oh, lovely!
So I have a small part in that.
Christie's work.
It's fun. I've never done a murder mystery, so I think it'll be fun. I
fun.
think it'll still be able to be funny in it, but you know,
that's
it's a different genre. Yeah, so that will happen in May, and then you know, I'm just thinking about what to do next. And
I know something fabulous. I know lots of good things are in the works. Yes,
you might be in it.
Yes, there you go. And lastly, just to end on a comedic note, if you were a superhero, what superhero powers would you have, and why?
Oh gosh, that's a good one. I would love to have them all, but I would say the main one would be I would love to be able to have the ability to read people's minds.
I was going to say that. Did you read my mind?
I just read your mind, so apparently I already have that ability. I don't know, I wrote one skit in my stand-up ad called Blind Date where you hear their thoughts. I think that just like is so interesting to people to be able to hear what people are thinking all the time.
You know, it's like being a fly on the wall or something.
To know
like
what anyone's thinking. I would love it. I would love it.
That's a great one. Thank you, Brett. And this is Brett Epstein. Thank you so much for joining Jackie's Buzz. You're going to see and hear a lot more from this very, very talented young man.
Just kidding. Thank you, Jackie. I love being here. You're so sweet. This was very fun.
Good, I didn't scare him away.
And thank you for coming to my show, too. I appreciate it.
I loved it. Thank you very much. Brett is a very talented actor, director, writer, and now stand-up comedian.